Thank you, Rick. That's such a perfect way to join the room and start today. Everybody give it up, give it up. That is the amazing, amazing banjoing of Rick, who we're going to hear some more from in just a minute. It's the perfect way to start today. All right, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you are. Welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song. We're so glad to have you here today on this lovely, what is it, a Sunday? It is a Sunday, and it is day 1295. Thank you, Carolyn. Oh my gosh, we are hurtling towards day 1300, which is pretty crazy. This is absolutely wonderful. I'm Erin. I'm in Brooklyn. I'm going to be your host for today. And I'm so excited to welcome all of you into the room. So let's get started by saying a big hello to everyone who might be watching out on our live streams. Hello, live stream friends. Thank you so much for joining us. For your joining today, tomorrow, 7 years in the future. Who knows? And a big hello to everybody in the room today. Hello, and thank you to our fearless leader, Jojo Rossi of Carpe Diem Arts. Thank you for all you do. Hello to our amazing artist of the day, Rik Palieri. Hello, hello, coming in from Vermont. We'll get back to you in just a second. Hey to Kevin in DC. How you doing? Hello to KM. Hi to Linda on Orcas Island. Hello to Aloysius in Westford, Massachusetts. Hey to Rainbow Lone Star in Virginia. Hi to Kathy in Connecticut. Moon in Alexandria, Virginia. How you doing? Hi to Susan G in Cincinnati. Sandy in South Dakota. Hello. Hello to Annette in California. Hi to Bob in Massachusetts. Hi to Caroline in DC. Hello to Louise Bellinger. Hi to Cricket in Maryland. Mabel and some cinnamon bears in Massachusetts. Sheila in Florida. Hello, hello. Hi to Pamela in Maryland. Kathy in Virginia. Julie in Ontario. Hello, hello to Carolyn in Idaho. Luda and Mark in Victoria, BC. Hey, how you doing? Hi to Sarah in Texas. Hello, hello. Hello to Nancy and hi to Storm in Massachusetts. We've got James. Hello. Hi to Kevin, also in Massachusetts. Hey to Ray. That's JoJo's mama. She's in New Jersey. Hello. How are you? Hello to Elizabeth in California. And I know we just had a couple of people hop in the room. We've got Liana. Hello, hello. We've got Becky. Hi. And I think that is everybody who is in our room so far, but if I can get you on the ins, I'll get you on the outs. Now, I am delighted as always, as I often get to be delighted, to bring back our good pal, Rick. Hey, Rick. How you doing?
Hey, Aaron, how you doing?
It's so good to see you again.
Oh yeah, it's always good to see everybody. I'm looking at all these friendly faces that I've seen many, many times, and it's always good to be here at the Daily Antidote of Song, where we
That
are
it
all
is.
family. Mm.
Mm-hmm. So before we talk too much, we'd love to get into the song. So tell us a little bit about the song that you brought us today.
Well, I'm gonna do a couple of different songs, and I thought that I would do the song that we could sing along is something that we all know, so we don't have to think about it. The words are there, and I just felt really compelled to sing this song because of what's going on in the world. And usually I look for a song that's a little bit uplifting, but I think this song is, one that Pete Seeger created long ago that we all know. There's something that happens as we sing this song that it really strikes something in our hearts. I can remember, Aaron, I was singing this song with a group of German songwriters. We were playing on the Millennial stage in Washington D.C. And at the Kennedy Center. And we did the show, and we were closing it out, and we did this song in two languages. I can't do it that way by myself, but we had the Germans were singing it in German, and we were singing it, a group of us, in English. And afterwards, one of the veterans who was there, because it was Veterans Day, the day that we were there, the whole building, and you know how big, that Kennedy, center is. I mean, in that
It
hallway,
goes on for ages, and the
you could,
ceilings feel like they are 1,000 feet tall.
Well, you could fit the Washington Monument inside that building. Did you know
Hmm.
that?
I did.
And it was packed with people because it was Veterans Day and they had all this special programming. So after our show, a veteran came up and he said, "Isn't this wonderful that your Germans and Americans are now on a stage singing and not fighting?" And I thought that that was the power. That was the power of the
That
music.
is.
So we all know the song, and you can help us out, all right? I'm going to do it sort of the way that we did it that night. Where have all the flowers gone? Long time passing. Where have all the flowers gone? Long time ago. Where have all the flowers gone? Young girls pick them, every one. When will we ever learn? When will we ever learn? Where have all the young girls gone? Long time passing. Where have all the young girls gone? A long time ago. Where have all the young girls gone? Gone for young men, everyone. When will we ever learn? When will we ever learn? Where have all the young men gone? Long time passing. Where have all the young men gone? A long time ago. Where have all the young men gone? Gone to soldiers, everyone. When will we ever learn? When will we ever learn? Where have all the soldiers gone? Long time passing. Where have all the soldiers gone? Long time ago. Where have all the soldiers gone? Gone to graveyards, everyone. When will we ever learn? When will we ever learn? Where have all the graveyards gone? Long time passing. Where have all the graveyards gone? Long time ago. Where have all the graveyards gone? Gone to flowers, everyone. When will we ever learn? When will we ever learn? Where have all the flowers gone? Long time passing. Where have all the flowers gone? Long time ago. have all the flowers gone? Young girls pick them, every one. When will we ever learn? When will we ever learn?
Wow, that is such a song.
I remember talking with Pete one time. We're up at the house and we were transplanting this tree. And he said, "Well, Rick, Toshi's gone today. I want to surprise her. And we're going to move this tree." And we're sitting there and we're moving the tree together. Of course, Pete had to put a pillow around a chain for the come along. I said, "Pete, did you ever do this before?" He goes, "Nope, but we'll do it." And sure enough, we started working on it together. And while we were working, because Pete liked to work, he wasn't somebody that you could stand around and just talk idle talk. But if you're working together, he liked to talk. And so we're working together, and I said, "Pete, did you ever think that song, that Where Have All the Flowers Gone, was going to be an important song?" He said, "Nope." He said, "When I recorded it, it was too short. I forgot about it." He said, "I was surprised, you know." And of course, it was Joe Hickerson, who made it into the circle. And that was important. He was working at a camp. He was a counselor at a camp at the time. And, he was really impressed with Pete's song, and he started to think about it. And the kids loved his song too, and they were making up all kinds of verses for where have all the counselors gone? Broken curfew, everyone. and and one of the kids actually, Joe had put the words together, and Pete came back to the camp and was going to sing, and the kids were saying, "Oh, let us sing you a song," and they started singing "Where Have All the Flowers Gone" with the new verses and Pete was like shocked because he never heard them before, and it was one of the little campers who was singing the verses, and but it was Joe Hickerson, who later became the head of the Library of Congress. Joe, just a fantastic person, is the one who turned that song into the big hit that it later became. And it has power. That song has power. You can feel it. You can feel it when you're singing it. And that's the whole thing about songs in general. And as I told Aaron that I was going to do something a little different, and I have, because one of the things that I learned years ago when I thought about folk music, you think about folk music, and a lot of us, we get the idea that folk music is something that's presented on a stage or presented but it doesn't have to be that way. I mean, everybody, all of you out there, you sit around with your friends and you sing a song together. That's part of it too. In fact, it's probably more of it than you might expect. And when I lived in Poland, I learned a lot about what is traditional folk music, the songs that are handed down from one generation to the other. And they don't have to be played on a banjo or a guitar. I mean, my teacher, Yusuf Broda, he played beautiful music on a leaf. He still does. He's in his 80s, and he'll pick a leaf off a tree, and he can play beautiful songs on it. And he taught me a lot about music. And one of the instruments that I learned is this. How many people remember an ocarina? Did anybody ever play an ocarina? I heard out in Kansas when I was playing out there that if you were good in the dentist chair, long time ago, you would get a tiny ocarina. They should do that these days. It would make some of that time at the dentist more interesting. But it's a beautiful instrument. Let's see. was this old man, and he was trying to go get some food. This was back in the old hard times back in Poland. And back when everything was rationed. Everything was rationed. The meat was rationed. The sugar was rationed. The butter was rationed. That's when I lived there, 1984. And the old man, he was going to go he's going to go down the mountain to the store in town. And he put his knapsack on his back. He went all the way down. And he went into the store and he was going to buy. He saw there was a piece of meat was hanging. It was hanging up there, you know. And he got distracted for 1 minute about a letter that he had to mail. And he went to go mail that letter, and he came back, and there was just a string. And the kibasi was gone. The meat was bought, and all he could buy was a piece of bread. So he bought that bread and he put it in his knapsack, and he started climbing up that tall mountain where he lived. He lived at the top of a very high mountain. And as he was climbing, his legs started giving out. He started getting pain. The pain was increasing, and he was tired, and he just fell down on the mountain. And he said, "Life is so difficult. I don't know if I have the strength anymore to get back home. I might just sit on this mountain and die right here." And his thoughts were overwhelming him as he sat there. And then he remembered there was a shortcut that he used when he was a little boy. There was a shortcut that he used that could get him to the top of the mountain without having to make that tall climb. So he picked himself up and he started moving his legs one step at a time. And he went further and further up the mountain. And he kept looking for where that shortcut was. He kept looking, and he was searching, and higher and higher. And he kept searching and searching and searching. And there he was at the top of the mountain. And he looked down and he said, "Sometimes in life, there are no shortcuts." Gdyby się ty gruniczku, a swój kap kim zniżył, to byś moja nóżeczku teraz nie ubliżył. Your part goes like this. High. Let's try it. High, high, high. Teraz nie ubliżył. High, 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 high. Teraz nie ubliżył. Nisza z gruniczku, a swój kapkiem skumiem. To byś moja nóżeczku, słypał teb jem do mnie. High, 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 słypał teb jem do mnie. High, 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 słypał teb jem do mnie. And that's what it is, Aaron, you know, that sometimes in life there are no shortcuts.
And unfortunately, at some point, we all learn that the hard way.
Yeah, and
It's not fun to be climbing up.
It's one of those things where I whenever I'm feeling low like that, I think of that story and I think about that song and how we have to keep our feet moving, you know?
Yeah.
Even though there's the pain in the back of their legs, that our legs, we have to just keep moving higher and higher and keep searching. I can remember another story, Aaron, that I was at Pete's house another time. It was one of the last times that I visited, and we're sitting around talking out in front of his cabin. We're talking about how he built his cabin, and all of a sudden he runs over. And he sits down and he goes, "Rik, look, can you see it? And I'm like, what? He goes, look down here. Look down into the valley. Do you see it? Do you see it? And I'm looking, and I don't know what he's looking for, but he's smiling, and he goes, no, Rik, look. He said, see the little headlight on the train? And way down in the valley, you could see this little train moving with this headlight. And he was sitting there just looking at the headlight of the train. And his daughter, Tina, said, he does this every day when the train goes by. He sits there and he looks for the light. Now, isn't that beautiful? He sits there and he looks for the light. And I think that's what we have to do at this particular time. When we feel the darkness, that we look for the light and don't stop looking. I'm going to try to squeeze 2 songs in. We'll do the song that we started with again a little bit. But it's another song that Pete would sing, and I know that you know the chorus. It's about farther along. You know that song? Farther along, we'll know all about it. Farther along, we'll understand why. Cheer up, my sisters, live in the sunshine. We'll understand it all by and by. That's that chorus. When it comes around, you sing it with me, right? Tempted and tried, we're off made to wander. Why it should be thus all the day long, while there are others living about us, never molested, though in the wrong. Help me now, ready? Farther along, we'll know all about it. Farther along, we'll understand why. Cheer up, my brothers, live in the sunshine. We'll understand it all by and by. Often I wonder why I must journey over a road so rugged and steep, while there are others living in comfort, while with the lost I labor and weep. Let's sing it now. Farther along, we'll know all about it. Farther along, we'll understand why. Cheer up, my sisters, live in the sunshine. We'll understand all by and by. One more time, let's try now. Farther along, we'll know all about it. Farther along, we'll understand why. Cheer up, my brothers, live in the sunshine. We'll understand it all by and by.
Rik, thank you so much. Those were all 3. We're spoiled. All 3 of those were perfect.
Well, you got to make the most of the time that you have in life. So if you can fit 3 songs in.
If you can fit 3 songs in, sing
Yeah.
4.
So we'll just sing the chorus of "Where Have All the Flowers Gone" just to remind us.
Perfect.
And then anybody, while we have the few minutes, if you have any thoughts about this song and about how we can try to bring people together in this difficult times, then you can share it with us, all right? But we'll just sing it one more time. Where have all the flowers gone? Long time passing. Where have all the flowers gone? Long time ago. Where have all the flowers gone? Young girls pick them, everyone. When will we ever learn? When will we ever learn? So what have you learned? Anybody? Let's see if we can unmute somebody.
You guys want to put your hands up if you want to say what you've learned? See some waves? Anybody want to add something or put them in the chat? Hoda.
I'll read a couple that I've seen from the chat while we're doing this. Don't
Okay,
repeat the mistakes of the past. There is light on the darkest days.
Hoda?
See ourselves as cousins, as brothers and sisters, and don't take the media information as truth. There's far more going on. Humanity rules. God bless everybody.
Beautiful, Hoda. Thank you so much. That's gorgeous. Bob and Mabel?
Like Rik does, wear bright colored shirts.
There you go. A little levity. Thank you so much. And I think I saw Storm. Was it Storm with your hand up?
That there are a lot more ways of looking at the world than we were taught in school, and that it's up to each and every one of us to do something every day to work till everybody in the world is free.
Beautiful, Storm. Thank you so much. Anybody else want to add anything? Linda on Orcas Island.
Love creates miracles.
Love creates miracles. Very beautiful. Thank you so much, gang.
I need lower.
What a bunch of gorgeousness. And Kay in Texas.
I just wanted to say darkness is always attracted to light because it wants to snuff it out. But if we who are light workers will remind each other every day, because when my light goes out, y'all reignite me every day.
Kay, thank you so much. That's so beautiful. That's why we're here, right, gang? Is to like get reignited. We got to find the light in between all the darkness in order to be able to keep going and to be able to be helpful to others. Aloysius.
Yeah, everything that Pete Seeger said is stuff that everyone should keep their eyes on. He said everything we need.
That's really amazing. Lovely. Thank you, Aloysius. He said, Pete Seeger said everything we need. That's a little bit like everything we ever needed to know we learned in kindergarten, which is actually the same thing because Pete Seeger said a lot of the same things that we learned in kindergarten, right? The very simplest of things, the simplest ways of being. And Rik, thank you. What a beautiful, beautiful journey to be able to hear voices from folks in the room. And so that we end on the song, you want to do one more flowers verse?
Sure. Yeah. Let's do that. Where have all the flowers gone? Long time passing. Where have all the flowers gone? Long time ago. Where have all the flowers gone? Young girls pick them, everyone. When will they ever learn? When will we ever learn? Well, we're learning right here at the Daily Antidote of Song every day. And I'm glad to be here and share this time with you, and hope you have a great day as you go about bringing a little sunshine out into the world.
Thank you so much, Rik. Everybody, it up. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your worldviews and your words of inspiration and inspiration. I think the thing that I always, resonate with is the most generous and kindest thing you can do for someone is to see the world through their eyes. And I love the opportunity to do that with all of you. So take that, go out into the world, have a beautiful day. See you tomorrow. Let's say goodbye. Everybody, wave goodbye to everyone who's joining us out there on the live stream. Thank you. Thank you so much for hopefully talking back to us, even though we can't hear you. A million thank yous to wonderful, wonderful artist Rik. It is always such a great day when you are in the room.
Thank you.
Thank you and goodbye to Hoda in BC. Goodbye to Cricket. Sheila in Florida. Hi to Bob and Mabel and the Cinnamon Bears in Massachusetts. Hi to Susan in Cincinnati. Kevin in DC. Kathy in Virginia. Pamela in Maryland. Storm in Massachusetts. Caroline in DC. Our fearless leader, Joe Rossi in Tacoma Park, Maryland. Hi to Carolyn in Boise, Idaho. Ben in New Hampshire. To Luda and Mark in Victoria, BC. Bye to Sarah in Texas. Becky in BC. Jamie, goodbye. Bye to Elizabeth in California. Nancy in beautiful Irish, Aloysius in Westford, Mass. Rainbow Lone Star in Virginia. Goodbye to KM, Moon in Alexandria, Virginia. Early Tops. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye to LMG. Goodbye to Lynn in Connecticut. Bye to Kat in Vermont. Gary, goodbye to Julie in Ontario. And I think that is everybody. Thank you all so much. We'll see you tomorrow.